Hi guys, and welcome to this spine mobility backbending movement style of the class where we're looking to deeply open up the whole of the length of your spine, stretch, mobilize, lengthen from the neck down to the tailbone. We will beautifully open up the front part of your body through a flowing movement, through a little flow, and then we will prepare the body for a position that's called the standing to wheel, which we're going to access the wheel pose from a standing position, whatever is using a wall. So we'll have a little play with it using a wall, and then if we're ready, we can try this away from the wall. So space around your mat, 2 blocks very close to you, little water, and also access to the wall or a door might be just fine. Just make sure no one will open the door when it comes to it. Great to see you all. Welcome to the class, and let's do this. I would like you to come into a cross-legged seated position, but with the left leg at the front of your right, left leg at the front of your right. Place your palms on the top of your thighs as you lift the chest, and keep your chin nice and parallel to the ground, so we're lifting up through the crown of your head. Let your shoulders to be nice and heavy, close in the lower part of your rib cage, so we're keeping the corset close, the lower part of the belly hugging in towards the spine, so we can keep the core nice and engaged. Lifting through the crown of your head with each breath in, lengthen. And let your body to soften, let your body to let go as you take a nice next big breath out. Keep the breath going, just lengthen just a little bit more with the next breath in. And with the next breath out, start bringing the left ear towards the left shoulder. Start extending your right arm away from you, nice big stretch through the right side of your neck, sending the fingers up to the sky. And then start bending the right elbow as the fingers of your right hand to find the tip of your right neck, the top of your shoulder. And then start bringing the right elbow up to the sky into a nice big side bend. Keep your left ear kind of folding towards your left shoulder. A little bit of a side bend here. Keep your head as it is as we start extending through the right arm. Again, spread your fingers wide, press the palm away from you. 3 more of these. The tip of your fingers towards your shoulder, maybe the tip of your neck. Lift the elbow just a little bit higher. And then start sending the right palm away from you. Spread your fingers wide. Press away. And 1 more. Fingers to your shoulder, to the tip of your neck. Lift the elbow maybe just a little bit higher. And then start pressing the right palm away from you, keeping the head heavy. The right palm will slowly lower down, but let it hover about a foot off the ground, few inches off the ground, and you drive your arm further back. Keep your chest wide open. Keep your arm as it is. Once you start feeling the sensation, you pause the arm there, whatever that is in your case. As we start sending the chin up, still keeping the head tilting to the left side, and then chin down to your chest, chin towards the left side of the collarbone. Couple more times like that, just waking up the neck. Keep your chest lifted. Keep driving the right arm down, away from you. And find one of these chin up, slide diagonal line, lift. And then chin down to the left shoulder, to the left side of the collarbones. Holding here as your right palm is searching for the back of your right side of your neck, the right side of your ear, as you lengthen just a little bit more. So rather than yanking your head down, I want you to find the length, elongate. And then start slowly lowering the fingers of your right hand all the way down, all the way down. Maybe your fingers can touch the ground. Only go where your body is ready to go. Only go where you feel comfortable to go. Your left palm to come down to the ground. Your right arm to come up and over into a bigger side bend. Lengthen through the right side of your body, and again the left ear to fall towards the left shoulder as we bend the right elbow and now cradle the back of your head and let your back of your head to find your palm. Imagine there's a wall behind you. You want to lean against the wall, even with the right elbow. See if you can open up the chest a little bit more, pressing the right elbow back to the space behind us. Holding here on inhale. And on the exhale, start bringing the right elbow to the left side of your mat, create a little rotation, and use the weight of your right palm to help you to find a stretch through the back of your neck. We go in twice more, right elbow up. Now, can we spin the chest up? Can you look back towards the right elbow? Your head is nice and heavy. And your right elbow to come all the way down towards the left thigh, tucking the chin to the chest. Here comes the last one. Driving elbow up, maybe slightly back as you expand the chest. And bring it all the way down. We're all going to meet here. Stay where you are, chin into your chest. Little broadening through the back of your shoulders as you keep both of your sitting bones on the ground. Your right palm to come down next to your left. You might want to readjust here as you keep turning it just out to the side. And 3 rounds of cat and cows here. It might feel a little sticky. It might feel like there's no movement in the upper back happening. We're just trying to bring some kind of a movement in. Inhale to lift the chest. Drive your chest out to the side. Lengthen. And then we round. The movement is small, but feel the sensation. Final one. Lifting through the chest. And then round. Keep your hands on your left side of your mat as your right leg is the one that takes and comes back. So your legs are creating a little zigzag shape. You can readjust with your hands if needed, coming into your comfortable position here. Now I want you to bring your right arm up. Readjust your legs with the next one. We lift in the center. As we start bringing the right palm just on the outside of your right knee, turn your chest up to the sky, lengthen through the left side of your body. Coming back through the center, now your left elbow to come down, as your right arm to come up and over, and again reach up, nice stretches through the side of your body. Side of your body is something that we're going to look at to open up today as well. So lots of stretches onto the side of the body, lots of rotation, as always when we're working on the spine mobility, making sure the spine is moving as one. Not just forward folding, back bending, but side bending, rotating, twisting. And we're coming into the last one here as we all meet with the left elbow, left forearm to find the ground. Stay as you are. Big circle movements into your right shoulder joint. Open up the chest back and then bring you all the way forward, maybe touching the ground as you sweep the right hand around your body. Open up the chest, lift. Tight squeeze at the back of your shoulders as you reach in the arm back. Big range in that right shoulder. As your left forearm is constantly pressing to the ground, so we're keeping that active as well. Finishing off the last one, now your right palm to come again next to your left. 3 rounds of cats and cows here. They should feel like there is more space happening and more range rounds. 2 more of these, expanding the chest, head up high, lengthen. And then we round, tucking the chin to your chest. Final rounds of cats and cows here, lengthen. And then we round. Start making your way back through the center, and now little lift, bringing the bum up. Tuck your tailbone down and the side bending again. See if you can reach the fingers of your right hand all the way down to the ground, just on the outside of your right knee. Push the hips forward. And then back through the center, controlling it with the deep core muscles. Lift fingers of your left hand to find the ground. Bending left elbow as the right arm to come up and over. Keep switching between those two, twice more. Controlling the movement. Controlling the landing, turning the chest up. So again, visualize the wall that you kind of leaning against. We're not going into the forward fold, you side bending, leaning into that wall. That was the last one here. And let's meet up in the center and bring your feet to your left side. And then we bring the bum down. Now bring your left leg at the front of your right, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Placing the palms on the top of your thighs, lifting through the chest, coming into your comfortable seated position as you drive your shoulders down, chin parallel to the ground. Inhale as we lengthen through the crown of your head and start bringing the right ear to the right shoulder. The left arm to extend out and away from us, spread your fingers wide, pulling the shoulders down. And then from here, start bringing the fingers of your left hand towards the left shoulder. Press it gently down as you drive your left elbow as high as it goes. Keep your right ear and your right shoulder very close to one another as you fully extend through your left arm. Beautiful. Keep those going. Little nerve gliding, nerve flossing. You're finding just a gentle sensation. And then fully extend as you're pressing something or someone away from you with the left palm. Lovely work. Final one here. Fingers of your left hand to the tip of your left side of your neck. Left elbow higher up. And then bring it away from you. Pause here. From here, the left arm will slowly lower down and then drive it further back. Wherever you feel any sensation around the shoulder or the side of your neck, That's where you want to pause and hold. Still flexing that wrist, spread your fingers wide. Your chin to come up high, still keeping the head tilting to the side. And then chin down to the right side of the collarbones, to that chest. Give me 2 more of these. Chin up, head up, remembering to breathe deeply. And chin down. Coming into the last one, head up high. Giving all the love into your neck. And then chin down. You may be pausing here to this might be enough for us. Or come with me as I'm placing my right palm just at the back of the left side of your head. And then let it to lengthen. So lifting through the head. And then start slowly lowering the fingers of your left hand down. Maybe touching, maybe not. Holding here for 3 breaths. Your chin is pointed to the right side of the collarbone. Fingers of your left hand down. Breathing in. And breathing out. And I release. Lift your head back through the center. Your right palm to come down to the ground. Your left arm is the one that goes up and over. Lengthen again the little spin of that chest. As we bend in the left elbow and supports the head with you into your left palm. Easy with the first one. So again, we're leaning into the imaginary wall behind us. Even with the left elbow, press the left elbow into the wall that's at the back. And then start bringing the chin down, a little use of the weight of your left palm to help you to find a deeper stretch through the back of your neck, maybe the top of the trapezius muscles. Twice more, let's open it. Let's drive it back, open up that chest more. And then bringing it down, rounding through the upper back, tucking the chin to the chest, hollow out that chest. We're coming into the last one here. Can you open up the chest a little bit more? Always find a new space, more space somewhere within that chest. And then bringing it down, tucking your chin in, find a stretch first. Pause here, round the upper back. And then we place the left palm next to your right. 3 cat and cows here. Just try to lengthen the spine without lifting the left bum cheek off the ground. And then we round. You bring your chin to your chest. Twice more. So the rear rib cage on your left side is something that we want to kind of breathe in to expand, working down to the left side of your lower back, to the left waist, through those little cat and cow movements. Final one of these. And let's all meet back in the center with the left leg coming back into the little zigzag shape with your legs. Your left arm is the one that leads the way, left fingers to find the ground. Maybe walk your third away from us as the right side of your body is expanding. Bringing the bicep to your ear, so all the way up and over. And then back through the center, your right palm to find the ground and your right elbow to find the ground. As you take it into the nice big stretch into the left side of your body. Keep switching. I want you to take your left hand 30 away from you. Go, go, go. Left arm all the way to the right side. Don't pause just somewhere in the middle, but continue with the arm reach up and over. Finish that range. And again, right palm, then the right forearm to the ground. Drive your left hand over to the right. And then the final one, we take you all the way up and over. Bigger side body stretch. And let's all meet with the right forearm, finding the ground, stay here. 3 circle movements into that left shoulder joint. Take your chest with it. You can even continue with the movement with your gaze. So looking at the fingers of your left hand as you drive your chest up, look back as the arm is reaching back. Getting the chest involved, getting the neck involved in those beautiful movements. Finishing off the last circle one, driving the fingers to the ground. Maybe gently touch them to the ground as you sweep, 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 and then coming all the way up. Gorgeous. And then placing the left palm next to your right. Again, those 3 rounds of cats and cows. So spin your chest towards the right side of your mat. Expand, inhale, lengthen. On the exhale, we round. 2 more of these. Lengthen through the chest, open it up. And then we round. Coming into the last one. And round. We're going to lift up on those knees. So all I want you to do is to lift, tuck your tailbone, activate the back of your legs, readjust if needed, and we continue with the movements from side to side. There is a longer way to reach now, your fingers to the ground, but we got this squishing into the side of your body, expanding the other side. Center, hips forward, fingers of your right hand to the ground, just on the outside of the right leg, maybe bending the right elbow. Keep those going. The lift is coming in a control way through the center line of your body. Try not to yank it anywhere. We lift. We bring it down, up and over. And finishing off the last one. Take the length of inhale to lift. We are moving with the breath. You know it by now. On the exhale, up and over with the next breath out. Well done. We meet in the center. Just place your hands forward and into the tabletop. I'm going to go sideways. You guys readjust where you need to in your room. So press the tops of your feet to the ground, hands underneath your shoulders. We are in a tabletop. Now, cat and cow movements, but just in the pelvis. So I want you to start arching from the lower back, sending your tailbone up, but nothing is changing in your arms or in your shoulders. And then tuck your tailbone. So now be very strict with the position of your pelvis. I want you to send your tailbone up, your sitting bones up, massive arch in that lower back. Arms are not going anywhere. And then tuck your tailbone. The shoulders are not moving, so be very strict, be very controlled, knowing which part of the body is moving. Find one tailbone up, sending them up to the sky. And then around as you tuck your tailbone. Bring your pelvis into the neutral position. Pause here. Let your chest dip to the ground, so a little shoulder shrugging movement. Squeeze the shoulder blades together like you're squeezing a pencil between the shoulder blades, between the scapulas. And then press away. Again, now there is no movement in your lower back. Just the shoulders are working. Retraction and protraction of your shoulder blades. Press away and round. Coming into the final one here, let your chest fall deeper, closer to the ground. Shoulder blades together. And then round as you hollow out that chest. We're bringing those two positions together into one cat and cow movement. So arch, sending your tailbone, your sitting bones up, look forward, lift that chest, press the palms to the ground. And now at the same time as you're tucking the tailbone, you press away and you bring your chin to your chest. So those two extreme positions in your spine together. Pay attention to the position of your shoulders. Pay attention to the position of your pelvis and your hips. Everything is moving as one. Find one of these nice activation of the muscles at the back of your shoulders, activation of the spine muscles all the way down to the lower back. And as you exhale, we're creating a space at the back of your shoulders, activating the abs. Find one of these. And we round. Gorgeous movements. Now let's start bringing the circle movements into it. So start circling to your hips and then driving the ribs out to the side, big power rolls. Now I want you to bend your elbows, so be a little bit more loose in the movements. Nothing too strict, you don't have to think about which part of the body is moving where, just simply circle. Around from one side, dropping the belly to the ground, bending the elbows and then push away. Let your hips move with you. Give your body a time and a space to move freely. Freedom in the movements. And reverse the circles. And again, bending the elbows, maybe bringing the chest a little closer to the ground and pushing around out to the side. Not forgetting the side of your body. Keep those going, just a few more big breaths as we circle and we're moving. We're letting the body to move freely. And last one here. Press away. Amazing work. Let's all meet in the center. I want you to walk your hands forward. We're coming into a puppy pose. So still driving the hips back, but your lower back is nice and long in a neutral position. Tucking the tailbone like we did with the arch and tuck. So keeping the tuck position. Chest to the ground. 3 cat and cow. Just in the upper back. Just in the chest. So let your chin and your chest drop to the ground with the next breath out. Breathing round. Big space between your chest and the ground. Chinning. And then soften, chin, chest, dip closer to the ground. Inhale, we lift when you activate, rounding through the upper back, tucking the chin in. And as you exhale, soften and let go. Find one of these, nice big lift rounds. Arms to stay straight. And then soften, let your chest to go close to the ground. Look forward if it's ready and okay for your neck. 3 circle movements one way, just moving with the chest. So out to the sides, around on the top part, and then out to the other side. And let your chest to come down closer to the ground. Look forward. 2 more of these we run. And again, the neck is moving with us, but there is a kind of at least less movement in your lower back. More movement in the top part of the spine. The space between the shoulder blades, the side of your body. The shoulders are getting the yummy openings. 3 circles, the opposite direction. We circle for 3. We circle for 2. And coming into the final circle here, for 3. Let's all meet in a puppy. Either forehead to the ground or chin your chest. But try to lift the elbows and your forearms up. Lower back is long. Chest is spacious. Side of your body nice and open. Look forward if you're not looking already. Placing the forearms to the ground and make your way into a Sphinx pose. Pressing the forearms to the ground as you lift that chest. Now a little activation of the glutes. We know we need a strong glutes for a nice supportive wheel pose and a control wheels. So we need to drive the chest forward. Press the pubic bone to the ground and bend your knees. Your knees can go a little wider. I like to go as wide as my mat as you drive your heels to your butt. Keep lifting the chest as you lift the knees and your thighs off the ground. Don't look for a height, look for a strength in the back of your legs. And lower. At any point you start feeling that the strength is coming into your lower back and your lower back doesn't agree with that, continue with the same movement, but bring your forehead onto your forearms. Knees and thighs off the ground, squeeze in the highest position. Bring it down. Try both variations. I just don't want you to feel anything in your lower back. Obviously, the lower back muscles are working. It's all connected. We can't separate them. That will help the glutes to kind of lift the legs off the ground. But I don't want you to feel any ache or pain. You should feel like the muscles are working and it's doing good to them. So one or the other, forearms on the ground or your forehead on your forearms, you choose. We're going 3 more. Driving the heels closer to you, but so your hamstrings to work here as well. We go for 3, slow control lower. We go for 2. And then we're coming into the final one. We lift the knees off the ground. We bring the thighs closer and open. Close and open. Last 6 and 5. We go for 4. Your thighs are hovering off the ground for 3. We go for 2. And final 1. Open. Lower your knees and your thighs to the ground. And let your legs to go nice and straight. Move your hips from side to side. Whatever you want, your Sphinx arm position or your forehead on the ground. A little movement, a little wiggle. Perfect. Let's continue. Bring your legs closer towards one another as you extend your left arm out to the side. Palm is pressing down. Look at your left hand. I want you to look at your left hand. The right palm is underneath your right shoulder. Bend your right knee. Now I want you to engage your glutes as you drive your right foot towards your left hand. Keep looking at your left hand now. Feel that in your glute as you drive your toes up towards your left palm. And then in a control way, bring it back down to the ground. Your left hand to slide underneath your shoulder, lifting to very low cobra, driving the chest forward. And again, this is an active cobra. So keep just a very light weight in your hands. You lift and using the strength of the back of your body. Lower down. Your left hand stays underneath your left shoulder as your right arm to extend. And now the glute, the left glute is in charge of that leg. So drive it away from you. Squeeze the glute. As with the toes of your left leg, you try to find the right palm. You're looking at your right palm. So let your leg to get involved as well here. And then we're switching between those two. Now we're a little faster. Now we know the momentum. Hands underneath your shoulders, pressing the tops of your feet to the ground. Drive the chest forward. Active cobra. Bringing it down. Left hand to extend out to the side. Right booty active. As you bring the toes towards your left hand. And you're looking towards the left hand. Bring it down. Hands underneath your shoulders. Lifting the chest just a little bit more forward. Lengthening. And then bring it down as your right arm to extend out to the side. Squeeze the left booty now. As you're looking towards your left hand and the toes of your... So you're looking towards your right hand as the toes of your left leg are finding the right palm. One more time on each side. Hands underneath your shoulders. We lift. Activating the back of your body. Open up into the front part of your body. And an arm out to the sides as you touch or try to touch your left hand with the right foot. And high cobra, lift. Again, active rather than how high you go. Bringing it down for one more last time. Left hand to your right foot, looking at the right hand. And then bring it back down. Hands underneath your shoulders as we lift into the high cobra. Maybe a little bit higher this time, but still driving the chest forward. And then release. Hands underneath your shoulders, press back through to tabletop. And take it into the quick, well-deserved child's pose, forehead to the ground. Little movement with the side of your body. Little rock from side to side with the hips. As you continue to reach those hands forwards and your bum all the way down onto your heels. Take another 3 cycles of breaths here. We go into a little flow now, a little momentum, kind of a connection movement that will repeat twice, that will prepare us for the final shape or the transition from standing to wheel that we are going to do today. Final breath in your child's pose. Perfect. Start slowly making your way into the tabletop, all fours. Extend your right leg back, pressing the ball of your right foot to the ground. Your left palm to find the back of your head as your left elbow is the one that lifts. Don't let your belly button to move. Don't let your hips to move. Left elbow to the right wrist. Bring it down. Twice more, nice big active rotation. Belly button stays pointed down. Is the thoracic spine that is lifting, opening, driving the left elbow up and back. And then bringing it down. Left elbow to your right wrist. Final one, big activation, shoulder blades to squeeze together, pressing the back of your head into your left palm. And elbow to wrist, listen up, threaded needle is your left arm to go out to the right side of your mat. Now your hips needs to stay square, otherwise we might end up falling, so careful with the balance as you drive your right heel back. Keep looking towards your left hand as you lift the right foot off the ground and in a very slow control way, bring your right foot towards your left palm. So we are in a threaded needle shape with the right foot being in the same line as your left knee. One more big breath here. You can press the fingers of your right hand to the ground, drive your hips back, maybe even look up from underneath that right armpit. Start coming all the way up. I want you to curl the toes of your left leg down and under at the same time as we lift. We circle the arms as your left hand is reaching to your left heel, half camel. Right arm to go up and over, lift in the chest as you drive the hips forward, the glutes are active. We lift up into the center, your right hand slides down the right leg, left arm up and over for a side bend. Keep opening up into your chest, look up. Back through the center as your left hand is reaching to the ground in a control way, like we did at the beginning of the class, left palm to find the ground. Your right arm to reach all the way forward, lengthening the right side of your body. And now lift your right foot off the ground. Start bending the right knee as your right palm and your right foot find one another as you drive the hips forward, shoulder blades to squeeze together. Let go of the foot as your right foot is the one that steps forward, and in a control way we lift your palms to find one another, tuck your tailbone, start making into your low lunge, maybe wheel the front foot 30 forward if you have more space. Reaching up through the fingertips, lift up those shoulders as you drive them up and over, open up into the front part of your body. Your hands to find the ground on either side of your right foot. As your belly and your right thigh to connect, drive your hips back into half split, but with the spine rounded. So feel free to round it, tuck your chin to your chest, forehead to your right shin. Start making your way forward. Your right arm is the one that lifts. As your right hand takes hold onto your left foot and you drive your heel to your butt. Spin the chest. Let your right knee to fall away from that chest. Bring the left foot through the center. Again, straight away, curl your toes down and under, preparing for a pyramid pose. Hands to the ground. Lift those hips up and back, but again, the spine can slightly round as you let your body to be heavy. Just stretch out through the back of your legs. Lean forward, your hands stays as they are. High plank on the inhale. Lower your knees to the ground. Bend your elbows as you lower your chest. Now we want a very high cobra here. Press the tops of your feet to the ground. Coming onto your fingertips. Can we lift the crown of your head up? Driving the chest forward. Strong squeeze in your glutes. We've done many cobras already. Go higher. Lower down, hands underneath your shoulders, and then press back through the tabletop. Let's all meet here straight onto the other side. Your left leg is the one that extends back. Press the ball of your foot to the ground. Right palm at the back of your head, right elbow up. Now very controlled, be very strict with your movement, very strict with your breaths. Breathe in our right elbow to your left wrist. Continue with it. Right elbow high. Can you bring it higher? Can you drive the chest up? Even look up. Breathe now, elbow to wrist. Your belly button stays pointing down, no changes there. Last one here. Take it up with the elbow lifts. Press the back of your head into your palm. And then right elbow down, straight into a threaded needle variation. Right hand underneath your chest. Your right cheek to the ground. Now stabilize your body here. Don't let your hips too open, otherwise we might fall back from here once you have the balance. Lift your left foot just a few inches off the ground. It doesn't have to go too high, but keep driving the heel back. As we start placing the left foot next to your right palm, very close to it. Once your foot finds the ground, press the fingers of your left hand to the ground. And can we open up more of your chest to the sky? Lean a little bit more towards the right shoulder. The pinky toe side of your left foot is pressing to the ground. If the toes of your right leg are not curled down and under just yet, do that now as we lift. The right arm to sweep, left arm to follow, right hand to find your right heel, drive the hips forwards, half camel variation, driving the chest up, left hand back. Coming back through the center in a nice smooth control way, left hand down, slides the left leg, right arm up and over, side bends. And then bringing it back through the center as your right palm is searching for a ground next to your right thigh, right knee. Left arm up and over, and again side bending, just mind the space around you. And then from here, lifting the left foot off the ground, bending the left knee as your left palm is reaching to the left foot and push those hips forwards. Open up into your chest. Your left foot to step forwards. Sweep your arms up, let them to meet on the top of your head. Inhale, tuck. And on the exhale, let's sink down nice and low. And again, up and over. Very gentle back bend here. Just think up and over. Hands down to the ground. Half split on the left side. Let your spine to round. Your belly and the left thigh are connected. Forehead to your shin. Take you all the way forward as your left hand to sweep back, and you're holding onto your right foot in your left hand. And very tight squeeze, heel to your butt. Let your chest roll to the side. Look over your left shoulder. Curl the toes of your right leg down and under as the ball of your foot to find the ground. And we'll lift into nice high big pyramids, folding over your left leg. The spine can round. Gorgeous, bringing it all the way forward, high plank. Slide or step your left foot back. Knees down, bend your elbows. And when you come onto your fingertips, press the tops of your feet down as we lift into a high cobra. High, 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 lengthen. Lower it all the way down as you're taking it through the tabletop and into a child's pose. Take another big breath in your child's pose, fully reset, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Now we know the flow. Now we know what's coming. Can we go deeper into each and every single shape? Let's get going. Tabletop, all fours. Your right leg is the one that extends back. Left palm at the back of your head. 3 times, elbow up high, look up, open up the chest more. Elbow to wrist as we exhale. Twice more. Feel free to close down the eyes. Just pay attention to your alignment. Pay attention to your breaths, to what we're feeling where, and how is each side feeling. Finishing off the last one here. Letting the chest to open out to the side. Look up. And then your left hand to go underneath your chest. Looking at your left hand, left shoulder to come down. Right foot to lift as your right foot comes towards your left hand. Press the fingers of your right hand to the ground as you start turning chest up to the sky. Maybe even look up. Start pressing back as your left arm is the one that leads the way. Nice big sweep, driving hips forward. Left heel reaching to your left palm, reaching to your left heel. Right arm up and over. And then sweep as we place in the right palm on the top of your right thigh. Slide it down just below the right knee. Open up your chest, side body. Taking it back through the center as your left palm is the one that's searching for a ground. Right arm to travel to the side. Hips forward and sweep the right arm back as you bend your right knee to find your right big toe side of your foot. Push those hips forward. Your right foot to step forward, big step. Sweep the arms to lift. Go down nice and low with the hips, but very high and back with those arms. Hands down to the ground, quick hamstring stretch. We're working it pretty hard here. So giving a nice big release as you fold over the right leg. Bringing it forward as we bring the right arm all the way over to taking hold onto your left foot. Tight squeeze, heel to butt, look over the right shoulder. Drop the foot down, curling the toes as we're coming into the pyramid. With the next breath out, driving the hips back and up. High plank. Lower down through your low plank. Cobra on your fingertips, so press the fingers down. And then lift up nice and high. Drive the chest forward. Pubic bone to the ground. Tight squeeze of the glutes. Lower it down. We'll all meet in a tabletop. Hold your tabletop as we continue onto the other side. Your left leg is the one that extends back. Right palm at the back of your head. 3 of these. Elbow up, head up. Elbow down to touch your left wrist. Twice more. Take it up nice and high. Lift and open. Elbow to your wrist as you round. And coming into the last one, how high can you bring the elbow? And elbow to the wrist. Right hand underneath your chest. Threaded needle variation with the left foot lifting off the ground. Controlling it as your left foot to come towards the right palm. Press the fingers of your left hand to the ground and start turning the chest up to the sky. Your left palm then presses as your right arm is the one that leads the way. Sweep, sweep. Right hand to reach your right heel, hips forward. Left arm to continue to reach back. And in one go, lift. The left hand slides down the left leg. Right side of your body stretch. Gate pose, side stretch. And then your right palm is searching for a ground on the right side of your mat. Left arm up and over. Now start bringing the left arm back, lifting the left foot off the ground as you take hold onto ideally the big toe side of your left foot, driving the hips forward. We got it. Left foot to step forward, big step. And then bring your palms together, tack. Sinking those hips nice and low. Plenty of time to find a shape that works for us today. Hands to the ground, half split. And then bring it all the way forward as your left hand is the one that takes, and find your right foot, tight squeeze, heel to butt, left knee away from that chest. Straight away, prepare your right foot, press the ball of your foot to the ground and lift into a wide pyramid. Back heel to the ground. For one more last time, lean forward, high plank. Lower your knees, lower down, coming onto your fingertips. Lift into your high cobra, lifting through the crown of your head, driving your chest forward. Maybe chin can come a little bit higher, but careful not to tilt your head back. And a release. Hands underneath your shoulders, will meet in a child's pose. For well-deserved 3 breaths, beautiful movements. Beautiful way to get the whole of the spine nice and warm, nice and mobile, nice and strong. Nice and flexible and ready for our next shapes, our next poses. Final breath as we are. And I release. Start sliding the palms into your knees and coming into a camel, kind of around the world movement. So from here, We've done curl the toes down and under, camel, half camels already throughout the class today. Either continue with that, or if you're ready to go deeper, you take hold onto your heels, but don't let the toes to curl down. So here. So start reaching your right hand to your right heel. If this is too far to go, or you simply, the lower back does not like the sensation, curl your toes. Let's try that first. So right hand to your right heel. Now your left arm is the one that sweeps, left bicep to your left ear, reach back. We have been here in the half variation position. This time drive the hips forward. As your left hand to find your left heel, we are here in a full camel. Lift the chest, glutes active. Shift your weight into your left side as your right arm is the one that comes away. Right bicep to your right ear, and we will meet back. Straight onto the other side, so your right hand to sweep forward. Drive the chest forward, so full opening through the chest. Your right hand to find your right heel, nice big camel. Your neck is long. Left hand to go all the way around, and then bring your bum back. So we're going from side to side. Either continue with that or place the tops of your feet to the ground. Now we do one full circle one way, one on the other. Count with me. Your toes, your choice. So start sweeping your left hand out to the sides. Left hand to hold onto your right heel. Your right hand to come away from your right heel as you're taking it all the way down. And then continue your right hand to your right heel. This is a full around the world. Left hand to sweep back, hips forward. Let your head to go maybe a little deeper, tilt it back if it's ready to go. And then we're going on to the other side. So full around the world. Right hand to reach to your right heel, hips forward. Left hand to go. And then we continue, same direction, your left hand to take hold into your left heel. Sweeping with the right arm, full camel. Left hand to continue, and we'll all meet in that seated position, sitting down on the heels. Well done. Coming into the tabletop, all four, just have a little movement from side to side. Maybe circles, just notice how the spine is feeling. And we'll add on a little strength exercise before we go into standing to wheel. Pressing the tops of your feet to the ground. Tuck your tailbone. Bringing the arms forward. Now it's very important to make sure the thighs are ready, the spine muscles ready. So I don't want you to do anything else in the position of the spine. Just lean back a little, squeeze on the glutes. And coming back through the center. Twice more. We've done these exercises many times, so I'm hoping this is all good for us and we have that in our muscle memory. And we're finding absolutely fine. Bring it back. And coming through the center. Perfect. Now, same position, same kind of a leaning forward and back movement, but we add on that little back bend. Maybe watch me first. I want you to go only as low as you're ready to go. Head doesn't have to touch the ground. I want you to be ready to go back up. So watch me with the first one. Hands on the top of my hips lifting through the chest. And then we're going back. Head, lift your chest, shoulder blades together, drive the hips forward and bring it back. And then up. So here we're using the strength of the quads to come all the way up in a control way. 3 of these. Only go as low as you feel like, okay, I can't go any lower. I need to come up. I don't want you to pass the limit. Know your body. I don't want you to pass the limit and then struggle. If you somehow pass the limit and you don't know how to come back, simply place the hands to the ground and use your hands to come up. So 3 of these. Off we go. Shoulders down and back. Remember to tuck the tailbone, keeping the quads engaged, glutes engaged. And back. And we go lower and lower each time. You've probably done 2 now, so finish off last one. Absolutely no rush. Take your time to come down. Take your time to press and push back up. I'll do one more, so I'm with you on a third. If you have space and room and strength for one more, you go for it. Lovely, perfect. Have a little movement, a little child's pose, anything that your body needs right now. And we come into the final movements. I want you to start your standing to wheel with the wall. So if this is something that you've not done before, make your way to the wall and come with me, or a door, or whatever you have in a reachable stance. The wall is the best friend when we're learning to do so. Also, the strength of your body needs to be there. So reach back so you can comfortably reach the wall at the back. Toes slightly out, heels in. And I like to go with my feet a little wider here. Tuck your tailbone, same as we done from the knees, same applies here. I'll do the first one. If you know what to do, come with me. Reaching those arms up, lengthen. And then we drive the hips forward, squeeze the glutes. This might feel a little scary at first. As you reach back, you might feel, oh, the wall is too far. Fine, have a little play, just keep reaching back. And then up and over, reach back. And then start sliding, walking your hands down the wall until you find your wheel pose. Once you find your wheel, use the wall to help you to bring the chest nice and close to the wall. Just a couple of rocks, forward and back, bringing the chin chest to the wall, straighten out the arms. And then we try to go same way out of it. One hand at a time, up on the wall. Use the strength of your body. Back into the standing position. You don't have to go all the way down. So if this is something that you're just learning and trying to approach today, feel free to do half variations. So maybe reaching the arms up and back, drive the hips forward and find just the wall and press away, and then come up in the same way. So try to go maybe a little lower, maybe a little lower, until one day you find the floor. If you're comfortable with that, try to go same way up. It might take some goes to get used to it. It might take some time to build up the strength, also the confidence. Confidence is a big one. Trust in yourself, trust in your body with that. If you're comfortable with it and you've done it about 2 or 3 times and you think, okay, this is easy, try maybe just 1 or 2 touches to go down the wall. So rather than having tiny little taps, 10, 20 taps, try 1, 2, ground, showing you that. Arms up, push the hips forward, squeeze the glutes. Lengthen is the big one. So reaching the arms up with a lot of side body stretches today. So use the stretch and the length that we create in the side of your body. Biceps here is lengthen, hips forward and bring it back. And reach the wall. 1, 2, floor, wheel. And same way out of it. 1, 2, lift and stand. Maybe next time it's just 1 touch. Next time, maybe no touch. Do the one more last time, and if you feel comfortable to do this away from the wall, I'll do that with you and it will stay on the ground. So either wall or no wall, I'll do that with you. If you're coming away from the wall, same applies here. Just please be safe, be careful. Tucking the tailbone down and under. Arms up. And then I like to place my hands down my thighs to open up the chest. Go down. Maybe this is your half variation today. Absolutely fine if you do so. And then all the way down. 3 breaths in your wheel pose, whether you are on the wall with the chest or onto your mat. About 3 breaths, a little rocking forward and back. And then release. Once you've done your 3 breaths, tucking a chin to the chest, safely coming down. If you are close to the wall, make your way back onto your mat. And well done. Hug your knees into your chest. We're coming into a shoulder stand and plow pose. So stretch out all the heart openings that we did and all the strengthening stuff that we did. So hands underneath your hips as we lift into your shoulder stand. Your elbows to come a little closer towards one another. You can readjust. Press the back of your neck to the ground, chin in. Don't let your neck to move anymore. You should start bringing its toes just above your head. If you don't need your hands for support, place the palms down onto the ground. Lifting the hips into your highest position. Your legs can stay straight or bend those knees to bring your knees to your forehead. 3 breaths here. Great counter stretch for the strengthening part. Great counter stretch after the back bend. And then very slowly out of it. Use your hands to help you to go down. Nice and slow. Using your abs to control it. Belly hugging into the spine, slow control way down. Once your bum is on the ground, the right knee to come into your chest, your left leg to lower all the way. As you bring it into the twist, your right knee to the left side of your mat. 3 breaths here. So when you're working on a standing to wheel, maybe when you're approaching this pose away from the wall first, have a spotter close to you. Or keep using the wall until you feel that you're 100% ready to go away from the wall. Soft control ends in. Stay safe with your practice. And let's do that one more time. Plow pose. You can come straight into the plow, or if you prefer to start in your shoulder stand, readjust and then plow, you go ahead and do so. Toes stood away from your head. Chin stays stacked into your chest, so the back of your neck is very long. Creating a double chin, you're lifting the hips into your highest position. Maybe bending the knees as your knees to come on either side of your ears this time. Driving hips up. And then your legs to go straight again as we slowly, in a control way, lower the spine back down to the ground. Very, very slow. Once your bum is down, your left knee to come into your chest, right heel to ground. As we bring in the left knee to the right side of your mat. Holding here for 3 breaths, stacking the left hip on the top of your right, by your left shoulder to stay grounded. Eyes closed as we start slowing down the breath. Noticing the body, noticing the breath. Mainly the spine. How is the spine feeling now? Lots of twists, lots of strengthening this, lots of side body stretches. All good for us, all important for the health of our spine. Find a breath in your twist. And I release. Well done. Bring both of your knees back into your chest. A little side to side movement. A little circle movement. And take the back of both of your thighs. As you rock forward and back, massaging the whole of the length of your spine from the back of your neck, from your shoulders, all the way down to the tailbone. And whenever you're ready, up into a cross-legged seat. Placing the palms on the tip of your thighs, just nice big movement into your shoulders, into your neck before you stand up, taking your time. Drink plenty of water after the practice, and I wish you a wonderful rest of your day and see you very soon in the next class. Bye bye.